Well, I said I was going to record this speech by Margaret Thatcher from the box set of 20th century speeches that I'm covering in this newsletter. And I'm going to record the speech. It's quite a few pages, so I don't know how long it's going to take me to do this. I haven't practiced with timing or anything, so I don't know. But before I do it, I think it's quite important to frame the speech ever so slightly, as The Guardian does in this pamphlet. Because of course, this isn't a speech, it's a piece of paper. And The Guardian introduces it with a foreword by Simon Jenkins, who is a columnist, or has been a columnist with The Guardian, but is a sort of in-house, slightly to the right person for The Guardian, and used to edit the Times newspaper. So that gives it a bit of context. It's like, this person over here says this about the speech, and you're the Guardian reader. So that sort of positions it, as any speech is always positioned by the person who introduces the speaker and what's said about the speaker on the posters or the emails beforehand. So in his foreword, Simon Jenkins, as a historian, says very clearly, the opening words, Margaret Thatcher's speech to the 1980 Conservative Conference was that of a woman with her back to the wall. 17 months into office, she was confronting a recession, a sceptical nation, a frightened party, and a rebellious cabinet. And he continues a bit and then says, from all sides came pleas to reflate the economy and soften an image hardening into stony-faced dogmatism. So that's the historical hindsight view. At the back of these booklets, The Guardian also provides contemporaneous newspaper reports, which give you a sense of how the thing went down at the time. So I'm not going to give you the whole of this report, but the then political editor on The Guardian, Ian Aitken, wrote about Margaret Thatcher's speech and says, the one that I'm going to read out loud in a moment, says, the Prime Minister rattled the grisly bones of last week's Labour Party conference at her Conservative faithful yesterday as the ultimate justification for backing her government. It was a message addressed beyond the crowded conference hall in Brighton to her vast television audience. With an angry right to work demonstration taking place in the driving rain outside, it gained a new significance. I won't read any more than that, but you get the sense that this is an embattled Prime Minister. This is not Thatcher, as history went on to see her, as a kind of a triumphant and maybe even complacent leader. This is someone who doesn't know if she's going to get a second term. And actually that probably haunted her, because her predecessor as Tory Prime Minister, Ted Heath, sat nearby in the House of Commons, and he had only had one term because he backed down. So here we go. Good luck listening to the speech. I hope you find it interesting. I have looked at it, but I haven't read it out loud, so I expect to be quite halting. Forgive me on the delivery, but this is the point of the exercise is not to be a brilliant impersonator of Margaret Thatcher. It's to try to understand what it feels like to be Margaret Thatcher delivering her speech. Probably now that you've heard that, you can go off and do your own thing, try your own Margaret Thatcher speech or anyone else's. But I do think there's something very special that comes out of reading a speech and putting your head into the speaker's mind for a moment. Right, so here goes. Margaret Thatcher, October the 10th, 1980, Brighton. Conservative Party Conference, closing speech. And I'm not going to do a Margaret Thatcher voice or anything, just to be completely transparent. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, most of my cabinet colleagues have stated their speeches of reply by paying very well-deserved tributes to their junior ministers. At number 10, I have no junior ministers. There is just Dennis and me, and I could not do without him. I am, however, very fortunate in having a marvellous deputy who is wonderful in all places, at all times, in all things, Willie Whitelaw. At our party conference last year, I said that the task in which the government was engaged to change the national attitude of mind was the most challenging to face any British administration since the war. Challenge is exhilarating. This week, we Conservatives have been taking stock, discussing the achievements, the setbacks, and the work that lies ahead as we enter our second parliamentary year. As you said, Mr. Chairman, our debates have been stimulating and our debates have been constructive. This week has demonstrated that we are a party united in purpose, strategy, and resolve, and we actually like one another. When I am asked for a detailed forecast of what will happen in the coming months or years, I remember Sam Goldwyn's advice: never prophecy, especially about the future. Interruption from the floor. The interruption is likely to have been a protester who came in and shouted something about, where was it? Power to the people, I think it was. Margaret Thatcher continues, never mind, it is wet outside. I expect that they wanted to come in. You cannot blame them. It is always better where the Tories are. And you, and perhaps they, will be looking to me this afternoon for an indication of how the government see the task before us and why we are tackling it the way we are.